everyone, I'm Soraya. In today's art tutorial, I show you how I create an abstract that is kind of colorful, but not over the top colorful. It is quite beautiful in the end. It takes a little bit of turns here and there, but in the end, it turns out quite beautiful and I end up loving it. So I hope you do too. Let me know in the comments, and without further ado, let's watch the tutorial. Okay, so I'm starting off with a 24 by 24 inch gallery wrapped canvas, and I'm just going to start adding color and see where this is going to take me. I'll show you all the colors in the end, and I may mention them as I go along, but I really want to concentrate on this painting, make sure I'm doing what my vision what I am envisioning. I'm laying my sponge flat and I'm gonna try and go with the flow, even though I have kind of an idea of what I want. I will try and be very easy about where it's going, not stress too much about it. Now, so far I've used one sponge for all the colors, but I am going to switch it up now. It's dry, the sponge is dry, and I haven't added anything to the sponge as usual, nothing to the colors, they're straight out of the tube. I'm just going to soften these whole colors and make them blend together now. I like this little bit here. I'm just gonna let it go at that. Some of it will go over. This part will be nice and light.
If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Give this video a like. Click on the bell icon to receive all notifications. And don't forget to hit the hype button. That just tells YouTube that you liked my video and you would like them to show it to other art lovers. So I'd appreciate that. Thanks so much.
I've gotten a new sponge because the last one had too much color on it, and I want to have plain, like a bright white. I want the true color of white to come through.
And so this is kind of the time where I lost my way. I thought I was doing something very unique and different, but wasn't working out. But I did keep going.
Okay, I feel that I was very lost in what I was doing. Once I turned it upside down and came up with this, I think I'm liking it better now. Just have to work on these areas. Now, this is a new color to me. It is yellow ochre. And so it's a little bit more of a muted yellow, which I like. And I'm just being very careful to add small amounts to here. Maybe a little bit here as well.
This is just, again, my 1-inch brush, and I'm just wiggling it along. I'm putting the smallest amount, if you can see that, on the edge. And this yellow ochre, yes, a yellow ochre is brightening it up. The raw sienna tends to read a little bit brown, and it works, but it also needs to be brightened up a little bit. And I'm really liking this yellow. And I'm going to do the same thing down here. I might just turn it around again just to see the balance of the painting. So that's why I did that. Sometimes you get stuck by how you're looking at the painting. If you turn the canvas around, you see it in a new perspective, in a different light. And sometimes that helps to get you focused or refocused. I'm just doing small amounts. And I'm trying to be very loose with what I'm doing. I'm gonna go right over that ochre, or the raw sienna. And maybe just end up seeing a little bit of it. I'm going to concentrate on this a little bit, let this part dry, and go back and kind of refocus on here just a little bit more. Get a better focal point going. Small amounts of paint. I'm going to mix in the white and the yellow ochre. See what happens there. Just a lighter yellow, which is expected. I'm going to add another color. This is called vivid red orange. Vivid red orange, yes. And just to give it a little bit of dimension, just to see what that looks like. And I like that. Put a little bit more up here. Make it subtle. Oh, that looks really nice. So you see the colors all coming together. That's really nice. Love that. So I'll do the same thing here. Make it really stand out. I'm going to keep going with the light blue here. Going over some of that. I should have let that dry a little bit. I'm going to let it go. Some of it's dry. Yeah. Some of it dries pretty quick because of the amount that gets put on, right? When it's a bit thicker, you have to wait for it to dry, and then you get a bit of a mess if the colors are not blending properly or not doing what you want it to do. Okay, that's good. I'm liking this so far, and in here you could see some of that lighter yellow, which I really like as well. So it doesn't have to be covered completely. Okay, so I think this is now dry. I'm gonna take some of the white and go over that. So some of it will come through. Some of the color underneath, like that, the blue will come through. Adding a little bit of that turquoise green here.
I do feel I like doing kind of things in threes, so I do feel I need some of this here. So I'm just going to add it along here, but this is just the yellow ochre. Just like that. That looks really sharp against all those colors. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna add some of the vivid red orange along here just to widen this up a little bit. Yeah, that looks good. I also want to add a little bit of red along here. Now I've rotated the painting and I'm finding that I need to break this part up just a little bit more. It's always a good idea to get to look at it from another point of view. Okay, I'm gonna do something which I might regret. Let me add a little bit of...
So in the next clip, you'll see that I added some white with a palette knife. I found that it was a bit overwhelming to have this yellow ochre, and I went away from that and just having a little bit of it coming through. But you'll see what happens coming next.
I'm gonna go back with the purple, add that in, smooth out some of that white, and then maybe go back in again to add a little bit more of the turquoise or the light blue. I love the purple with the light blue. Okay, I added that turquoise because I found there was too much white here. Now I'm just adding a little bit of the light blue. Okay, I'm not happy with the way that's looking. I'm going to bring some of this turquoise down and just make this whole thing a bit smaller. Okay, so I wanted to show you the colors that I used today. Pebeo Studio Payne's Gray, Liquitex Prism Violet, Liquitex Titanium White, Amsterdam Sky Blue Light, Amsterdam Turquoise Green, Artist Loft Yellow Ochre, Liquitex Vivid Red Orange, Liquitex Pyro Red. Okay, so here's the finished painting. I know it took a long time to get here and it went through a lot of transformations, but all of this was worth it. I just love this kind of ethereal look that comes down and then becomes stronger and stronger. And then you've got the teal coming through and then all the different colors, the layers, and then the more abstract up here. I just love the way that's looking. Beautiful to me. I'd love to know what you think. Leave me a comment. Click on the link you see now to see more of my tutorials, and wait around and look for my up close pictures that are coming up.